once again, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Nick Does Disney. Now, today we're going to talk about one of my favorite things on planet Earth. That is the Disney Cruise Line. My family and I took our first Disney cruise in the summer of 2017, but became pretty addicted incredibly fast and have gone on 4 more since then to get us to gold level Castaway Club status pretty quickly, and we even have a few more booked for the future. Now, how do I put in words how much we absolutely love Disney Cruise Line? I have no idea. But today we are going to talk about my 5 favorite things about the Disney Cruise Line. Now, we've only sailed on the Disney Dream class ships, which are the Dream and Fantasy, but all 4 ships are somewhat similar in design with some slight differences. They are classy and themed after the elegant cruise liners of the past. Now, on Disney Cruise Line, less is more. You can look at some of the other cruise lines, and they're like small floating cities with giant Central Park type areas, go-kart tracks, rock climbing walls, and over-the-top gaudy theming, which is fine if that's what you're looking for, but you won't find that on the Disney Cruise Line. These ships allow you to relax and unwind and enjoy time with your family and all the beautiful touches throughout the ship. The stunning atrium greets you as you first walk on board, and the chandeliers will absolutely blow you away. There are so many details in this area alone that you could spend hours just soaking it all in. And of course, you'll want to grab a picture of the various character statues you'll find on all of the ships. Even riding in the elevators is an experience, as some of them have different character drawings flashing by you as you go from floor to floor. And this might sound a little weird, but I absolutely love the bathrooms on the ship. I mean, look at this thing. They feel so elegant and are gorgeous for sure. And the details go as far as right down to the carpet beneath you when you're walking in the halls. If you look at the stars, they will always point you to which way is forward and which way is aft in case you get lost in your hallway. And the design of the rooms are amazing as well. Disney offers bigger staterooms than other cruise lines like Royal Caribbean that make it very easy to travel with family. Now, we usually stay in a deluxe family ocean view stateroom with veranda, which offers plenty of space for all of us to be in the room at the same time. They make great use of the space with the couch that turns into a bed and the pull-down bed from the ceiling that our kids absolutely love. But one of the best features of the room is the split bathroom, which allows multiple people to get ready at once. In one bathroom, you have the toilet and a sink with plenty of space to store all your toiletries. And in the other bathroom, you will find another sink with more space for toiletries and the shower/bathtub. This makes it so much easier for families to get ready at different times and not try to cram everyone in one little bathroom. We absolutely love the split bathroom. Now, another very cool design feature that no other ship has are the magical portholes in the inside staterooms. They are great for families who want to save money and not book a veranda room, but still get awesome views of the ocean. But with these portholes, you never know who you might see fly by or swim right up to your window. It really is an amazing feature that kids will absolutely love. And again, I could go on for hours about all the really cool touches. The theaters are beautifully themed. The marble flooring throughout the ship, just the color scheme. Everything about this ship just screams elegance and class, and you will absolutely enjoy all the little details, including some hidden Mickeys that you will find around the ship. So that is my number 5 thing that I love about the Disney Cruise Line, the design and theming throughout the entire ship. We all know that when you go on vacation with your kids that you want to make memories all together and make it a great family vacation. But sometimes mom and dad just need to get away from the little ones and have some quiet time. Luckily for both the parents and the kids clubs on board are pretty amazing and offer places to go from 6-month-olds all the way to 17-year-olds. Little ones aged 6 months to 3 years old can check out the It's a Small World nursery. 3 to 12-year-olds can run around in the Oceaneer Club and Oceaneer Lab. 11 to 14-year-olds have Edge, and the teens can hang out in Vibe. The It's a Small World nursery is the only one of the kids area that does have an additional fee costing $4.50 per half hour. Disney lists it saying it has an acclimation zone designed to help youngsters adjust to their new environment, a main play area featuring a 3D facade of the Small World attraction filled with interactive delights, and even a separate quiet room for naps. Now, the Oceaneers Club and Labs are where our kiddos hang out when my wife and I want to sneak away to Palo or the spa, and they absolutely love it. Now, all 4 ships have Annie's room, themed, of course, after the classic Toy Story movies, which is a lot of fun. The Disney Dream and Disney Fantasy feature a Star Wars-themed area with different interactive games, a Jedi Training Academy, and even getting a chance to pilot the Millennium Falcon. And on the Fantasy, Magic, and Wonder, they can check out the Marvel Superhero Academy, where they can swoop into the top-secret command post of S.H.I.E.L.D. and wield the weaponry of their favorite Avenger, including Thor's hammer and Captain America's shield. Kids can enjoy arts and crafts, play with video games, or summon their inner strength during surprise superhero visits. Now, they also serve up lunch and dinner in the clubs if the kiddos get hungry, and even have Pluto's pajama party on the last night of the cruise, which our kids thought was great. So send them down in their PJs and let them have some fun and even decorate their own pillowcase, which makes for a really cool souvenir. Now, up in Edge for the preteens, they can connect with other tweens from around the world, equipped with high-tech entertainment, including flat-screen TVs, computers, video games, and even featuring daily guided activities. This interactive play space is bound to become your favorite place for the tweens to go on the ship. On the Dream and Fantasy, there's even a light-up dance floor, karaoke machine, a video game room, and even a photo booth to take some fun pictures in. And finally, for the teens out there, they can hang out at Vibe. While designed as a teens-only hangout, Vibe is chaperoned by some of the coolest counselors at sea in a laid-back way that allows teens to feel as unrestricted and comfortable as they can possibly be. It even has their own coffee bar, including some coffees, smoothies, and more. On the Dream and Fantasy, Vibe's Hangout Central is the high-tech media room where teens can watch movies or play video games on the 103-inch LCD screen with digital surround sound. In a separate stage area, talent shows, karaoke contests, and dance competitions let teens own the spotlight. A dance floor and video wall set the stage for day and night dance parties, and aspiring DJs can even spin and mix tracks. How cool is that? For a more mellow experience, they can recline in their own built-in oval wall pod and game or watch a movie on a personal video screen. So if mom and dad need to get away from the kids for a little bit and the kids need a break from mom and dad and want to have some fun, the kids clubs on board are some of the best you'll find at sea. Let's talk about the onboard entertainment, because this is where Disney Cruise Line really shines. There is nonstop entertainment on all 4 ships, and there's something for every age range and interest. Want to catch a movie? You can see first-run Disney movies on board in the Buena Vista Theater. And for premieres at sea, they'll even show them in the Walt Disney Theater, which is a really cool experience, and we got to experience that with Toy Story 4 just a couple of months ago. Now, if you'd rather not be inside but still catch a movie, there's Funnel Vision. This giant screen is more than 30 feet wide and 18 feet high. They show all kinds of Disney movies on here, from the old classics to newer releases as well. It's so much fun to watch them while swimming in the pool or catching some rays on the pool deck, and they even have trivia up there when they're not showing movies. It's a lot of fun. Now, if movies aren't your thing, there's plenty more to do on board, like bingo, trivia, arts and crafts, cooking demos, and everybody's favorite, the Midship Detective Agency. This fun interactive game will have you running all over the ship, solving clues themed to the Muppets or Mickey and his pals. The kids on board, and yes, even the adults, absolutely love this game. And it's a great way to run around the ship and burn off all of those buffet items you've been enjoying throughout your trip. And every evening there are Broadway caliber shows that take place in the Walt Disney Theater. There are typically 2 shows every night, and the time of your show depends on what dinner seating you have. Now, each of the 4 ships has shows specific to each ship, including Disney's Believe, the Golden Mickeys, and the award-winning Beauty and the Beast on the Dream. Disney's Wishes, Disney's Believe, Aladdin, and Frozen are on the Disney Fantasy. Disney's Dreams, Frozen, and the Golden Mickeys will be on the Disney Wonder. And Disney's Dreams, Tangled the Musical, and Twice Charmed, an original twist on the Cinderella story, you'll find on the Disney Magic. All of these shows are definitely Broadway worthy and are a great way to end another magical day on the Disney Cruise Line. But one of everybody's absolute favorite nights has to be Pirates Night. One night on all Disney cruises, everyone gets to show off their pirate side and live life like a swashbuckler. Most people even get on the action and dress up like a pirate. But if you forget your pirate gear at home, you'll find a really cool pirate bandana in your room for you so you don't feel totally left out. On Pirate Night, you'll get a chance to take pictures with all the characters dressed up in some of their finest pirate outfits, which is so much fun. And even your dinner service is changed up a little bit, with the servers dressed up as pirates serving you a special Pirate Night menu as well. After dinner is all done, you'll head up to the pool deck for some more fun. Mickey and his friends have a really fun show for everybody called Pirates in the Caribbean, which all the kids and adults on board think is really cool. And later that night, there's even a fantastic fireworks show. Disney Cruise Line was the first cruise line to ever offer fireworks on board, which is something you won't want to miss. And a really cool little factor here, the fireworks shells, when they fall in the water, actually dissolve into fish food. So it's actually helping our fish friends. So like I said at the beginning, as far as onboard entertainment goes, there's absolutely something for everybody on the Disney Cruise Line. Everyone knows that one of the biggest parts about going on any cruise is the food. And there are so many great dining options on the Disney Cruise Line. And guess what? It's almost all included in your cruise fare. That's right, no pesky check at the end of your meal. Now again, we've only done the Dream and the Fantasy, so that's what I'll focus on here, but all 4 ships have some amazing places to eat for sure. The first stop many people go to once they board the ship is Cabanas. This buffet restaurant on the ship is located on the pool deck. Here you'll find all kinds of delicious food for breakfast and lunch, and for dinner, they actually turn it into a sit-down restaurant with servers. Well, let's talk about the breakfast and lunch buffets because there's so much good food here. For breakfast, of course, you're going to find the classics like bacon and eggs, but they'll also have Mickey waffles, eggs Benedict, pancakes, pastries, smoked salmon, fruit, oatmeal, yogurt, cereals, omelets, and my personal favorite, muesli. I think that's how you say it anyway. For lunch, they have different sandwiches, chips, and pizzas, but also various seafood options, a carving station, pastas, soups, salads, and so much more. Also located on the pool deck of all 4 ships, you'll find different grab-and-go options at places like Flo's Cafe, where you'll find burgers, hot dogs, french fries, and sandwiches whenever you want a quick bite. And of course, we can't forget about that all-you-can-eat ice cream at Ice Cream. So many different flavors of ice cream, so little time. And if just plain ice cream doesn't do it for you, you can get some more creative ice cream sundaes at Vanellope Sweets and Treats on the Dream or Sweet on You on the Fantasy. Here you'll find different ice creams and gelatos and some great sundaes and other sweets like cupcakes and fudge. As far as the regular restaurants go on the ship, there are many options as well. The only restaurant you will find on each of the 4 ships is Animator's Palette, which is so much fun. You'll see different characters from Finding Nemo come by from time to time as you enjoy your tasty dinner. And on some of your cruises, you get to participate in Animation Magic, which is a lot of fun. You get to get in on the magic by drawing your own character and see it come to life during a really fun moment later on in your meal. Other restaurants you'll find on the ships include Rapunzel's Table and Lumiere's on the Magic, Tiana's Place and Triton's on the Wonder, the Enchanted Garden on the Dream and the Fantasy, Royal Palace on the Dream, and Royal Court on the Fantasy. One other restaurant that all 4 ships have in common is the upscale and upcharge Italian restaurant called Palo. This is one of only 2 restaurants on the entire fleet that does have an additional charge, but is worth every penny and is also for adults only. Palo serves dinner every night of your cruise and also serves brunch on select days. Now, brunch is a mix of a buffet and regular menu items. On the buffet, you'll find various seafood options like tuna, salmon, shrimp, and crab legs. There's also an antipasta table full of various fresh types of fresh cheeses, olives, tomatoes, and other Italian classics. Another table features different pastries, but the only thing you need to know here is to get a giant plate of their sticky buns. They are so good. Your entrees feature Italian classics like lasagna and chicken parm, which we get every time and are the best you'll ever have. They even have a Mickey waffle as big as your head. At dinner, Palo is equally as good and some of the best Italian food you'll find anywhere. The calamari is my personal favorite, but my wife absolutely loves the antipasta cart they bring around as well. So many good options on there. And if I could recommend one entree for you, get the Dover sole that they fillet tableside. It is the best fish you'll ever have. But make sure you save some room for their souffle. That is their signature dessert and one of the best desserts I've ever had. The other upscale, upcharge restaurant on the Disney Cruise Line is only available on the Dream and the Fantasy, and that is the French-themed Remy. You'll find lots of fun ratatouille nods throughout the restaurant here as well. Some really cool stuff. Remy offers a champagne brunch and the Remy dessert experience, neither of which we have experienced, but we've heard lots of really good things about it. We have, however, done dinner there, and it was incredible. Think of the nicest restaurant you've ever had back in your hometown, then multiply it by 100. This is a multi-course experience, and you can choose from one of two menus here. One was put together by Chef Scott Hunnell from Walt Disney World's Victoria and Albert's, which we've done as well, and is fantastic. And the other half was created by Chef Arnaud Lallement, which I am probably butchering his name, but he has a great menu as well. Now, while the price tag might send you into sticker shock, you might never have a better meal in your entire life. They don't just bring you out plates of food, they turn each plate into a piece of art. Everything is so perfectly prepared and looks, tastes, and smells incredible. So if you can afford it, send the kids to the kids club for the night and have one of the best meals you will ever have. And that, in a nutshell, is the food. There's so much I didn't even get to here, like the various bars, Cove Cafe, and yes, the free room service. So yeah, the food on the Disney Cruise Line is pretty amazing. This one is a no-brainer. The absolute best thing about the Disney Cruise Line, and the reason a lot of people choose to sail with Disney, is their own private island called Castaway Cay. It's everything you would imagine a private island in the Bahamas would be. It's super clean with clear water, not overrun with merchants trying to sell you stuff, and has great food and activities for people of all ages to do. We recently did a double dip cruise and got to visit the island twice on one cruise and still didn't get to do it all. Other than just enjoying their awesome beaches, you'll find all kinds of port adventures like jet skiing, fishing, snorkeling, kayaking, and so much more. We recently tried the Stingray adventure where we got to pet, feed, and swim with the stingrays, and it was an incredible experience that our 8-year-old absolutely loved. You get to learn a lot about these awesome sea creatures and spend some up-close and personal time with them as well. There is also parasailing, which we did for the first time ever on our last cruise, and that was an amazing experience. Just seeing the whole island from way up in the sky is something I would recommend everyone try at least once. There's also a place where you can rent bikes and take a nice ride around the island. The bike path is about 1.5 miles long, and you'll see all kinds of really cool little photo ops along the way, so make sure you bring a camera. It's a nice way to get in a little exercise and burn off all those calories from all the amazing food you've eaten on the cruise. And one of the coolest things you'll see on your ride is the observation tower, where you can go all the way up top and get a great view of the island. After you worked up an appetite from swimming and your excursions, there are two fantastic buffet options called Cookies Barbecue and Cookies 2. They serve the same food at both, so you don't need to worry about which one you should go to. You'll find cookout food like hamburgers and hot dogs, grilled chicken, ribs, potato salad, veggies, chips, desserts, and more. Just watch out for the seagulls. They love to swarm around the guests trying to eat and will swoop your food right up and steal it from your plate if you leave for just a second. But if you want to take things a little slower and don't have kids with you, there's an adult-only beach as well called Serenity Bay. Now, this area is for 18 and up only and has its own dining area with some slight food variations to what Cookies and Cookies 2 have, including a steak and some other options as well. And of course, there are also plenty of picture opportunities with the characters all dressed up in their finest beach gear, so make sure, again, you have your camera and snap up as many cool pictures as you can that you can only find on Castaway Cay. And just like on the ship, they do have a kids club on the island called Scuttle's Cove. So if you parents out there want to sneak away and have some quiet time at Serenity Bay or some drinks on the beach without your kids, they will absolutely love that kids club just as much as the ones on board. So as you can see, there is so much to enjoy on Castaway Cay and just not enough hours on the island to do it all. Like I said, we did a double dip and I would highly recommend it. But if you don't have a double dip, it's just an excuse to book another cruise on the Disney Cruise Line to go back to Castaway Cay. So there you have it, my 5 favorite things that I absolutely love about the Disney Cruise Line. And those are just 5. I could go on and on, like the fantastic housekeeping and just so many other great touches that are on board these ships. Cannot recommend it enough. If you get the opportunity, make sure you set sail on the Disney Cruise Line.